Hello, big welcome. Today's session, we are working on a creative flow. So to encourage those intuitive, creative juices to come up to the surface, there's a quote that I love by Albert Einstein, and it goes a little bit like this. The intuitive mind is a sacred gift. The intellect is its faithful servant. We've created a society that honours the servant and has forgotten the gift. So today's flow, I want to keep that in mind, and I'm going to give space for you to use your intuition, flow with it, flow with how your body feels like it wants to flow in the moment. No need to overthink it. If what is intuitive to you is coming into child's pose and just resting, then do that. Really make this practice speak to you today and just let yourself flow. No need to overthink anything. If you find yourself with negative thoughts or criticisms coming in, I don't know how to flow freely. I don't know how to just move with my intuition. Allow them to be there and then let them float away without placing attachment to those thoughts or allowing feelings to attach to them. It's when we do that we become affected by what we think. When thoughts come and go all the time, they're always there floating through, and if we can just see them and let them go, then we can really balance our emotions and how we experience the world. So this is why yoga is so amazing, because it really teaches us to learn to do that. It takes a lot of work, but that's why we're here, showing up. So anyway, enough. We're going to start in Tadasana mountain pose. So feet hip distance apart. Grab your props, anything that you like to use for your yoga practice. Raise all your toes, spread them out wide, place them back down again. So feel the soles of your feet spreading against your mat, all four corners connected. Lift through your arches, perhaps an engagement of your thighs, and lengthen your tailbone to your heels, outer ribs hugging into your sternum. And take a few shoulder rolls up towards the ears and down the back in one direction. And take those in the other direction as well. And then reset the shoulders up towards the ears and down the back. Open the palms. See what feels good for you. Does it feel nice to have your palms facing into your hips or facing forwards? And then close your eyes. Soften your kneecaps. Give your jaw a wiggle. Release tension from your face. And bring your attention to your breath. How does the breath feel today, moving in and out of the body? Can you feel it in your belly, your ribs, your chest? Can you feel it anywhere else in the body? Maybe in your nostrils, in your throat? How does the air feel against your skin? And how do your clothes feel against your body? How does the floor feel beneath your feet, grounding you, connecting you, supporting you through life? Take 3 more smooth, deep breaths here. And then after your next exhale, start to wiggle your fingers and just Perhaps bring a little circling into the feet. Begin to move your arms in any way that feels good. Maybe bending your knees, or one knee then the other, swaying your body through the air in any way that feels good. Doesn't matter what it looks like. Close your eyes if you feel comfortable and just move. Maybe the arms start to move up above the head, stretching and elongating the spine. Maybe they move behind your back. Maybe bringing a little bend into the hips, hinging at your hips. And then in a few breaths, we're going to come up to standing with the arms above the head. So make your way there. Draw the belly button gently in towards the spine. Interlace your fingers, but keep your index fingers pointing up to the sky. Inhale to lengthen through the crown of your head and your index finger. Exhale, lean to one side. So lifting and lengthening as you inhale, and exhaling to stretch over, opening through the side body. Gently come back up through center. Inhale. And as you exhale, lean to the other side. Deep breaths. Lovely. Come back up through center. Release the hands, bring them behind your back. Interlace your fingers here. Keep your index finger extended. And deep breath into your heart. Open the front body. And as you exhale, hinge at the hips. Nice bend in the knees. Fold down over your legs. Deep breath. Now bend your knees deeper and sit the hips down and back. Thinking of the weight coming back into the heels now. Lengthen your tailbone and then release your hands and bring them high, chair pose. Fierce pose. Lovely. Hands to touch at heart center. Bow down over your legs. Forward fold, Uttanasana. And then inhale to lengthen your spine, hands to your thighs or your shins or the floor. Exhale, bow over your legs. Inhale, lift the spine, lengthen, think of space between each vertebra. Exhale, bow. One more time, inhale, length. Exhale, fold. Inhale, sweep up to standing with a flat back. Come all the way up, find your Kali Mudra, index finger pointing high. And then bring your hands out in front of you this time at shoulder height, still with your Kali Mudra. It's like concave in the belly to stretch through your upper back and shoulders and just easing into the back of the heart space here, maybe rocking side to side. Nice. And then bring the hands to heart center, bow down over your legs. With an inhale, lengthen your spine. Exhale, plant the hands, step both feet back, plank position. Spread the fingers. Lengthen the crown of the head from the heels and zip up from your pelvis to your sternum. Engage the glutes, full body engaged. Fab. Then drop your knees down to the mat, hug the elbows close in, bring your chin and chest low. Inhale into low cobra. Hug those elbows tight into your ribs. Exhale, tuck the toes, push up through the knees into downward facing dog. And here, take a few breaths to ease into your body. So again, perhaps close your eyes here and move intuitively. What feels good? Bending one knee, then the other, maybe scooting the hips from side to side or rolling out through the spine and the shoulders, undulating your body. Maybe moving The shoulders over the wrists. Feels good. Fab. Slowly find your way back to a sense of stillness in your downward facing dog. Take a deep breath. Your knees can be as bent as you like to find length from the crown of the head to the tailbone. So lift those hips high to the sky. Then bend your knees and step the feet in between the hands. Halfway lift. Fold down over your legs and then bend the knees, sweep up through chair pose, Utkatasana, sitting the weight back so you can see your toes in front of your knees. And then lengthen the legs and rise up, Kali Mudra. Exhale the hands down through your heart center. Inhale, sweep the arms up. Exhale, hinge at the hips, forward fold. Inhale, flat back extension. Exhale, step both feet back, plank position. Inhale here. Exhale, knees, chest, chin like we did before, or body in one long line, chaturanga. Inhale into low cobra. If it's comfortable on your spine, high cobra. Exhale, tuck the toes, push up and back, downward facing dog. Deep breath again. Check in with yourself here. Does it feel good to move intuitively and wiggle around, or maybe stillness is what's calling you in this moment? Tune in. How does your body want to express itself today? Great, then when you're ready, bend the knees and step the feet forwards in between the hands, halfway lift, inhale. Exhale, fold over the legs. Inhale, bend the knees, sweep up, Utkatasana. Chair pose, lengthen that tailbone. Hold. Perhaps see if you can go a little bit deeper into the knees. Inhale, rise up. Kali Mudra, maybe an extension of your spine feels good here. Exhale, hands to heart center. We'll go again. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, bend the knees, forward fold. Inhale, flat back extension. Exhale, step or jump the feet into plank. If you're jumping, keep your joints soft, your elbows soft. Inhale, plank. Exhale, knees, chest, chin or chaturanga. Inhale, low cobra, high cobra, or knees off the floor, up dog. Exhale, push up and back, downward facing dog. This time we're going to inhale and raise the right leg, up and back. And then point that toe. Just have a wiggle around with that right leg. Maybe a circle. Feels nice for your hips. Maybe bending the knee and pointing and lowering. Just have a experiment into this three-legged dog. Shooting the legs sideways, maybe crossing over to the other side behind you. And then lift that leg back up and draw the knee in towards the chest. Hover, shoulders over the wrists. Point that toe back up high to the sky. And then take the foot through the hands, drop your back knee, untuck your toe and sweep up into crescent lunge. Squeezing the front foot towards the back knee, towards this imaginary center line. And then interlace your fingers behind your back. Kali Mudra, inhale, perhaps a little back bend here if it feels okay. Thinking of extending your spine. Great, release the hands and then bring your left hand to the floor underneath your shoulder and the right arm lifts up to the sky. Gaze towards the right fingertips. If you're happy here and you want to bend your back knee and take the hand to the foot, go ahead. Press the hand into the foot and the foot into the hand for extra stretch into those left quads. Nice, then release. I'm going to turn the right foot out to one side. So it's at a 90-degree angle. Left wrist under the shoulder, sit the hips down to the floor, and then extend the right arm. Gaze over those fingertips. Awesome. Turn to face the front, tuck the back toes, step back into downward facing dog. Invitation here to undulate through your spine. Maybe coming up onto your tippy toes and drawing the shoulders over the wrists. Maybe dropping your knees down towards the floor and then pushing back up into downward facing dog. Have a feel into this flow. Maybe child's pose. Awesome. Gently find your way back into downward facing dog. And with an inhale, raise your left leg up and back. And again, just see what feels good here. Move that leg around. It can be as big or as small movements as you like. Stretching into the standing leg, opening that left hip. Feel your body moving through space. And then lengthen that leg up high to the sky once more. And with an exhale, draw the knee into the chest, shoulders over the wrists. Push the hands into the floor to find space for your knee. And then lengthen that left leg away. And draw the foot through the hands, drop your back knee, rise up, crescent lunge. On the other side, take a moment, so we're engaging through the legs and lengthening the spine, and then soften your edges. So release tension from your shoulders, your jaw. Notice if you're holding on anywhere and let it go. If you want to shake your wrists about or shake your arms, shake your body, go for it. Then bring your hands behind your back, interlace your fingers, Kali Mudra, index finger extended, and maybe a gentle back bend. Then release the arms, bring your right hand down beside your foot, lift the left arm up. So you're gazing towards your bent knee. Great, if you'd like to bend the back knee and take your hand to your foot, you can also use a strap and then pressing the foot into the hand or the strap. Find that resistance to stretch the right quads and the hip. Nice, release. Turn your left foot out 90 degrees. You'll notice your hips kind of realigning as you do that, and then dropping the hips towards the floor and extending through that left arm. Deep breaths. Awesome. Bring that hand back to the floor. Realign, tuck your back toes, step into downward facing dog. Lift your heels, come onto your tippy toes, and then drop the heels down to the right hand side. Lift back up through center and drop them down to the other side. Lift them back up through center, bend the knees and step or jump the feet in between the hands, halfway lift. Fold over the legs. Bend the knees, sweep up into chair pose. This time take your hands down to touch at your heart center in Anjali Mudra. Take a lovely deep breath in. And as you exhale, right elbow to your left thigh, behind the knee. Press the hands in towards each other. Notice if one knee is trying to creep out in front of the other, and if it is, just slot it back in. Gaze up over your left shoulder if it's comfortable for you. Nice. Come back through center, arms high. Keep that lovely bend in the legs. Then hands down to touch at heart center. Inhale, exhale, left elbow, right knee. Press the hands towards your heart space. Level off the pelvis. Great. Turn to look at the floor. Rise up, Utkatasana. And then lengthen the legs, hands high, well done. Draw the hands down to heart center. Inhale, sweep the arms up. Exhale, hinge at the hips, forward fold. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, step into plank position. Inhale here. Exhale, knees touch chin or chaturanga. Inhale into your back bend and exhale, downward facing dog. Great. Inhale, raise the right leg up and back. Exhale, knee to nose, shoulders over the wrists. Inhale, lengthen that leg up and back. Exhale, draw the knee in towards your nose and then slide onto the side of your back foot and kick the right leg under the left. Left arm can rise up or sit on your hip. Option here to take your peace fingers round your big toe and extend that leg. Pressing the right hand into the floor for support. Well done. When you're ready, unravel, shoot that right leg back up towards the sky and then bring it through the hands, drop the back knee, untuck the toe. Crescent lunge. Okay, so from here, maybe following round, bringing either that left hand to your thigh or your calf or your heel. Sternum drawing up and back. Nice, use your core to windmill your way out. Left hand to the floor, right hand high, and then bend that back knee, hand to the foot or your strap. Great, release the foot, turn the right foot out, drop the hips. So you'll feel this in your right hip. And then bring the hands to the floor, realign, lift the back knee, and we're going to come all the way up into high lunge this time. Okay, so in high lunge, we're going to step off this front foot and kick, and then step back, high lunge. So have a play with it. Doesn't matter if you wobble around. Just inhaling, exhale, inhale, exhale. Your arms can come up and then beside you, or anything that feels good. Nice, and then find your way back into high lunge, well done. Turn the back heel, warrior two. Gaze over your front middle finger. And then lengthen that front leg and turn to face the side of your mat. Toes at about 10 o'clock and 2 o'clock. A softness in your knees. And then bend the knees. Bend the elbows, goddess. Lifting through the crown of your head. Knees tracking out towards your second toe. And then start to move your body here. Lengthening one leg then the other. Invitation to move your arms around. Again, feeling the air against your skin, feeling your body, making space. Inviting those creative juices and intuitive movement in. Maybe coming down low, sweeping to one side then the other. Maybe smiling. Great, and then slowly in the next few breaths, finding your way back into goddess. this strong archetype. Maybe coming onto your tippy toes, lifting the heels. If not, keep the heels low, no worries. And then releasing the heels, hands come high, turn the toes in, heels out, interlace your fingers behind your back. Kali Mudra, index finger extended, and bow down over your legs. If you need to bend your knees here, that's okay. Deep breaths. If headstands in your practice, then go ahead and take headstand now if you'd like to incorporate that today. Wherever you are, headstand or in your forward fold, gonna come out, engage your core, let the hands lead you and rise up. Turn the right foot out, warrior two. Windmill the hands to the floor, step into downward facing dog. Take a deep inhale, exhale to release and reset. Inhale, left leg lifts. Exhale, knee to nose, shoulders over the wrists. Inhale, lengthen the leg away. Exhale, knee to nose, slide onto the side of your back foot and kick the foot out to the side. Either stay here or take your peace fingers round your toe and extend the leg up towards your face. And then unraveling, coming back through your three-legged dog. Sweep the foot through the hands, drop the back knee, rise up. Crescent lunge, maybe taking that right hand to your thigh, your calf or your heel. And to find a front opener. Use your core to float back out, right hand to the floor. Lift the left arm. Perhaps bend that back knee, hand to the foot. Release the foot, turn your right left foot out, drop the hips. It's like reverse Skandasana. Awesome. Turn back to face the front, tuck the back toe, lift the knee and rise up, high lunge. We're going to take our power kicks to cut through any blocks or limiting beliefs and release your creativity. So high lunge and kick. If you use your breath and something to focus on, it's easier to balance. Also engage your core. Nice, coming back into high lunge. Lovely, then turn your back heel, warrior two. Lengthen your front leg and turn to face the side. So again, toes at 10 o'clock and 2 o'clock. So bend your right knee and shoot the right hand to the side. Then bend the left knee, left hand shoots to one side. So clearing away, making space for that creative you, creative side of you. For new ideas, new things. And then again, you can make this into whatever movement you want. Close your eyes. Make it a bit of a dance. And then slowly come back to center, bend the knees, hands to your thighs, sink into the hips and just wiggle around a bit here. Nice. From here, take the hands to the floor, bend your left knee, extend the right. Skandasana. Point your toe, flex your toes, point and flex. And then pointing the toes, if you can, bring your hands to touch at heart center. If not, keep them on the floor. No problemo. Then either using your core muscles or you can have your hands on the floor to transition over to the other side. Right knee bent, left leg extended. Again, point your toe, flex, point and flex. In Skandasana, you can put a block underneath your hips. You can also roll something up to come underneath your heels, but it's okay to be on your toes in Skandasana. Nice, we're going to come back up through center, rise, turn the left foot out, warrior two. And then windmill the hands down to the floor, step into plank position. Come down for our last vinyasa, so knees, chest, chin, or chaturanga. Inhale into your back bend, exhale, downward facing dog. And then bend the knees and we're going to step or jump the feet through to seated. So bring your feet down, lift the legs, hands underneath the knees, or you can extend them, shins parallel to the sky or lengthened. And point one toe to the floor, lift it back up, point the other toe down, lift it back up. 2 more times. Then place your feet on the floor, hands behind you, fingertips facing the heels. Inhale, open your front body, lift the hips up to the sky, keep the chin tucked. Lower the hips back down, this time either staying with the knees bent or extend your legs out. Really point the toes down to the floor and lift up for reverse plank. Great, drop the hips, come all the way down to lying on your back, hug your knees in, gently rock side to side. And then take the right knee to cross over the left, arms open in this embracing, receptive position, palms facing up to the sky. Inhale. And as you exhale, drop the knees over towards the left-hand side. Let yourself sink into this lovely, refreshing, detoxifying twist. Gaze up at the sky or over your opposite shoulder. Nice. Bring the legs back through center, both feet to the floor, lift the hips, give them a wiggle, replace the spine, and take it to the other side, left leg over the right. You can tuck your toe under or leave it open, your choice. Inhale, exhale the legs over to the other side. Draw the legs back through center. Release them, give them a shake out. And then extend your legs down on the mat. If your lumbar spine is feeling a little tender, you can bend your knees, put a bolster underneath them, or allow your knees to rest in the center and your feet mat distance apart. And just give yourself a few moments, give yourself this time to integrate everything you've done during practice today, and now to just be still. Just sitting and just lying with your breath in the moment. Feel the earth represented by your mat beneath you, supporting you as you move through this world, through this life. And then wiggle. And stay here for as long as you feel, as long as you want. If you're ready to come out, then just slowly, mindfully start bringing movement back into your body. Stretching and rolling, moving. And then either with the eyes closed or with a soft gaze, find your way up to seated. Comfortable seat. I just want to finish by saying that creativity will come when it's ready, so no pressure to be creative. Just be you exactly as you are. Take a deep breath in through your nose. Exhale with a big sigh through the mouth. Gratitude for this practice, and the origins of which in India and the East, all the ancestors and yogis before us. Thank you for practicing with me today.